What's up, guys? It's your boy Zawoki back out with some more of the Chris Watts videos. And this one, I feel like we've gone down this road a lot of times when it comes to the morning of the murders, who we see that comes out. There are people that are like, oh, the stupid people see two people. The smart people see one person. I can tell you right now, there's an image right now that I'm going to show you that is a mic drop, like boom, and we're gonna take a look at it right now, and all the evidence that supports that Chris was not alone that morning of the murders. But if for those that would like to stick around and watch this, make sure you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel by hitting that white bar icon down the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it. So when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that Zwokey myself has posted that video. And then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you guys so very much for that continued love and support that you guys show on this channel every single day. I can't thank you guys enough, and keep doing what you guys are doing. We'll continue to keep growing together. And with that being said, I want to get into this again, I have to reiterate, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes. This is not to say that I know what is right. I'm just putting this out there for you guys to make your judgments and so forth like that. So take it with what you will. But I'm going to show you an image right now, and it's going to make you jaw drop. Now, I got this from ATS News. Very lovely woman. If you guys have not watched her channel, I suggest you highly go over there. She is definitely a great YouTube channel at ATS News. And this image is literally going to shock you. So let's take a look at that image. Looking at said image, you can see the same similarities between both images. One was taken the morning of the murders. The other one was taken a couple days later while she's being interrogated after we know that Chris Watts has been confirmed or has confessed. But look at the identicalness, the ear, the ponytail, the stance. I mean, what more can you ask for? Well, to help us through this, it's going to be Geneva. If you have not watched her channel, I suggest you highly go over to her channel, give her some love, subscribe, comment, like, and share. This woman knows her deal. She hasn't done any ghost hunting, or not ghost hunting. I'm thinking about ghost paranormal content. This woman has not done anything when it comes to Chris Watts in a while, but I definitely suggest you go over to her channel and watch those playlists. With that being said, let's go over there and take a look. Alrighty. She literally goes down to the T with the rulers to show this. There is two people. The camera does not move.
Side, if there were any accomplices on that fateful morning, I'm going to be comparing the walk from the first walk that walked out of the garage.
You can see the walk is different. The stride is different. Like, everything that shows this is ridiculous. And again, do I have to show the picture?
Before Chris started loading up his truck that morning. So make sure you pay attention.
Oh, we're paying attention.
Because this is going to be a good one.
Oh, I already know.
This is the walk I'm talking about.
Big strides.
Here it is in slow motion. And here's a close-up of slow motion. Now here is walking into the interview room. And slow motion.
She's got that ear thing, that her ear pokes out of her hair with the strand in front.
And walking out of the interview room. And slow motion.
She's really bringing it down to business. And the purse. We see the purse too.
Now let's do a replay of those.
There's got to be more cameras. You can't tell me that that phone, or not the phone, but the front door camera did not go off. Okay, we definitely see it.
Now here's Chris at the gas station. And slow motion. Now let's compare and replay.
That one's Chris. I hate flip-flops. Oh my gosh, I hate flip-flops. The first one's Chris.
Now I'm moving on to Chris's movements around the truck that morning. Comparing it and slow motion.
Still want to know what the gas can was for. He said he was going to douse himself in that gas can. Who would light themselves on fire? Statistically, it's like, I want to know, let me see how much it is. So, I mean, it's possible there's 26 different related bad things that people do for self-deletion. So, it's possible, but why would you want to? But again, I don't think Chris was wanting to self-delete himself because he wanted to be with NK. I think the whole gas can had to do with the whole possible fire stick plan that they were going to possibly do. That's just my partake on that, but we can't get any 100% guarantee on that one. Plus, Betty said how many different times that she saw a different truck there that morning. It was a smaller truck. It was silver. That was NK's truck. Her phone pinged in Frederick, Colorado that morning. The only other 2 times, or the 3 times that it happened, was when she was at Chris's house that she said she was there. The time that she looked at the photos and got upset when she went there to look at his diet plan. He made her chicken and carrots. She deletes more photos, emails, pictures. There are more pictures on that phone of Nicholkessinger, and they said that she was naked. Gross. You have a wife that you should be seeing naked, not a mistress. It's just upsetting to say the least.
Christine, I didn't notice this before, but she says, you think he's going to take this all the way to trial? And he says, I do right now. She says, have they done the discoveries yet? He says, no, they have some stuff. She says, do you think that's gonna change when they get those?
Why would you ask that?
And there was not enough time for him to reply.
She wants to know what they know.
Back by her next question of, do they know I'm like one of your witnesses? Basically trying.
A witness to what? If she is a witness, then she would have seen something coming. She is a person of interest. It should have been not a witness, a person of interest.
Trying to prove her point is that she wants to make sure in their eyes that she's not a suspect.
That time, if there's anything new, we can talk about it then.
On phone.
I do, right now.
Have they gotten no discoveries yet?
No. They have some stuff.
Do you think that's gonna change when they get those? Do they know that I'm like one of your witnesses?
Yeah, I mean, they have to.
How can you be a witness if you're involved? And you know what they should have done? That bottle of water right there. Boom. He should have taken that and DNA swabbed everything of it. She put her lips on it. She put her fingerprints on it.
And for this reason, I wanted to point this out. When Chris walks away from his car door, it looks like he may have shut the door and the lights went out. But
the door
then
keeps
when
turning
he's
on.
at the back of the truck walking towards the front of the truck, magically that door opens. How did that door get open and those lights turn on if he's in the back? So not only are we suspicious about that first person walking out the garage, because that shouldn't have been the first person walking out of the garage.
I'm still trying to find in our junkyard that we have a 2015. They might have a 2015 coming in a couple weeks from a different location. So I'm hoping to get hands on that truck just for evidence purposes to try to reenact this scenario.
Because that camera had to be triggered by other movement for it to even come on. So it's possible Chris had already walked in front of the camera, triggered it, he gets into the truck, and then the second person walks out of the garage. I've explained this in my other video. Now we'll slow it down for you.
We never see him carrying Shanann out. You cannot tell me there's any way that you see him carrying a woman out. You would see him because you can see his chest and you can see like his bicep area, his head. You never see him dragging anything out, carrying anything out. You see him possibly picking somebody up, as in child. I'm like watching it hardcore right now just to see if I can see anything different. I've watched this so many times.
Now these are the screen grabs of these different footsteps so we can see the gaits of these human beings, the footstep lengths, the leg lengths, just to compare and see if we notice anything different or similarities. Now this part here is a little bit mind-blowing. So what I did here when the camera was zoomed in, I took this ruler and placed...
She's going off by the light and the bricks.
...it right below that big light right there. And it's obvious that their head is in that light space. And just at the angle of the camera and how far away it is, we can't actually see their heads. But you know damn well we can see those black fucking sweaters. So I took it to the bottom of the light and I brought it down. Now what I want you to focus on is the end of the sweater. And where the arrow is, it's almost down to 3 inches long on the ruler itself, on the left side photo. And I made the other ruler a little bit lighter, that way I'm not covering up the rest of the black sweater. I'm covering up just lightly over the jeans. Now if you look at the right photo, that black sweater extends a little bit longer, doesn't it?
It does.
And remember, the photo on the left is when it was dark outside. This was the person walking out of the garage, the very first person that we had seen walking out of the garage. And the photo on the right, as you could tell, it's much brighter because the sun was coming up. This was where Chris was walking to his truck to drive away with his dead family in his truck. So now we know that those sweaters are not the same length. So let's say the person in the left photo has longer legs and a shorter torso than the picture on the right. The picture on the right, this person looks like they have shorter legs and a longer torso, and the sweater is stretching down more than the other
And
one.
you see a hair ponytail.
Now, in case this whole light setting is a little different, it may be tricky on the eyes and that big old bright light, I'm going to move the ruler over so you can see this at an angle. Now this one I moved over, I moved the ruler underneath that little white box.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
on
I
the
see it.
wall there. That way, in case these people's heads were confusing this light and my ruler, that at least I could be more accurate with this little white thing on the wall. So once again, once you
She
drop
knows what she's
that
doing.
down, bring the other ruler in, you can see at the arrow it's pointing at 3 inches again. And the other one is at 4 inches. So there's still a big difference in that sweater length. So the question is this the same sweater as the first
I think
person
it's
walking
two different
out?
people.
Is this the same person that's walking in and out? This is a decision I will leave in your hands.
I want to hear from you
I
guys.
think you can catch my drift on where I'm going with this. I just thought this was really, really important to bring to the public's eye.
This girl needs to be questioned. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Now I'm going to give you a little education trip. Because if you know anything about my channel or my videos that I do on the Watts case, I investigate, I like to learn, I love to bring you guys the facts.
Me too.
Because it's extremely important to stick to the facts
It
and
is.
what we have on hand. And I always like to dig a little bit deeper than anyone else does and bring you guys something else
What you
to
got?
absorb that the other creators do not. Alright, so I used the word gait earlier. Now this gait means the way a person walks. An abnormal gait or gait abnormally occurs when the body system that controls the way a person walks do not function in the usual way. This may happen due to any of the following reasons: illness, genetic factors, injury, abnormals in the legs and feet.
Well, Nicole's got a lot of illnesses.
Now, I don't know if you guys noticed by the way Chris Watts walked in the examples that I gave you, but he does kind of have a waddling gait. He does kind of sway his body while he's walking, which is normal for men. I think a lot of men do that.
I do that.
And don't get that confused with a pregnancy waddle. It's a little bit different. That's not what I'm talking about. So as this says, the waddling gait, as the name suggests, a person with a waddling gait moves from side to side when walking. Waddling involves taking short steps as well as swinging the body. Here's another example: waddling gait, a duck-like walk that may appear in childhood or later in life. Now, the foot strike, which I think every different walk and gait in this video that I've showed you is pretty much the same type of foot strike. So it's how the foot contacts the ground, specifically which part of the foot first contacts the ground. So you have the forefoot strike, which is toe to heel, ball of foot lands first. Midfoot strike, which is heel and ball land simultaneously. And heel strike, which is heel to toe, heel of foot
Makes me wonder how I walk.
then plantar flexes to ball, which I think in this entire video, they all pretty much look like the heel strike.
Where it goes.
Now, this was
heel,
extremely
toe,
important for this
heel,
video,
toe.
and the differences I was trying to show you is that there are gender differences in the human gait patterns. Females tend to walk with smaller step width and more of a pelvic movement. The gait analysis generally takes gender into consideration. Gender differences in human gait can be explored using the demonstration created by Biomotion Laboratory at Queen's University, Kingston,
I can't believe
Canada.
that they do these different.
And if you noticed with
tests.
MK's gait in the interview room, she takes very small steps, is what this is referring to. And then Chris Watts takes a very wide steps. Now, some report that males and females walk at the same walking speed, but that females walk with a shorter step length. And some conclude that females walk more slowly than males and have a shorter step length.
It's this
like I
average
just
too,
explained. The significant differences were found in the gait cycle phases: the stance, the swing, the SLS, the DLS, and the foot placement angle. A study by Kerrigan reported that healthy males who walked at the same walking speed as females demonstrated a lower cadence and longer step length than the females. So now that you can understand what the human gait is all about, I'll give you guys another view real quick of the different ones that I showed you earlier, and you guys can make up your own minds on whether or not this is one person or two people, two separate people walking out of the garage that fateful morning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really interested in what you guys are going to be saying down in the comment section. And if you agree.
So I just wanted to throw this out there, guys. What do you guys think? One person or two? Comment below, one or two. And if you want to give a description, definitely leave one. I definitely would love to read it. With that being said, please take care. Be safe. As always, keep nerding on. Make sure you guys go over to also ATS News. Go give her some love. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. Go give Geneva some love. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Please take care. Be safe. And as always, keep nerding on. And we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.